don't know what this is. It's the first I see such an insect. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. I am Fifi and we are planting our crops today, and by the end of this video you'll get to see how beautiful this whole process turned out to be. Good morning. It was raining last night and I really think the rain blessed us with a beautiful level field for planting. This is an opportune time for me to get my seeds on the ground. So yeah, okay, let me just go and have a beautiful cup of coffee first. To start off with, there is about 15 types of crops that we managed to plant. However, I will be showing you just a few since the whole concept is the same. I planted the bush beans in a circular pattern using the lid of a bin to just gauge where to put the beans, with one placed in the center of the circumference just to help me anchor and support the beans to a support structure that I will be putting in later as soon as they start growing. I also took a bottomless small container to help me dig holes on the ground to put in my seeds. You can use whatever it is that you feel you can use, like your fingers or a spade to open up these pockets. It's really not a big deal what you use, as long as you are able to have holes that are wide enough to put in the seeds, and about 30 to 50 milliliters into the ground, and cover up the seeds with soil. And don't forget, as soon as you've covered them up, please just water them nicely. I managed to plant about 15 different vegetables in the patch. Those were, I think it was peppers, cauliflower, broccoli, lettuce, carrots, spring onion, spinach, small peppers, potatoes, cucumber, beans, what's the other one? A pumpkin, beetroot, tomatoes, and I think the other one was the butternut, otherwise known as the zucchini. And I'm honestly not going to show you all of them on this video because the concept and the process of planting is the same. Just water the seeds and the beds as soon as you are done. And I must say, they honestly really took off very well, even though I ran up to some small challenges that were later on sorted out. Moving on, the baby peppers, oh my word, this right here is the first challenge that I ran up into. I think I planted about 9 pockets, only 3 grew and the rest just vanished. I honestly didn't know what the reason was, but anyway, I ended up taking them over to the other patch that had the rest of the peppers, because remember I had baby peppers and normal peppers, and I used the space to plant more potatoes. Yeah, I have potatoes from my kitchen that were already sprouting, so just basically cut them and let the side that was sprouting to be the side that is going to sit upright when I dig the trenches inside the space to plant these potatoes. So yeah, this is the only bed that I digged trenches on. All of the other beds, it was just poking the holes, right? But you can still just dig holes, it's fine, you know, and put in your potatoes. Just make sure that when you're putting in the potatoes, the side that has the bud coming out, make sure that it faces up to allow for the stem to grow upwards. And one other thing I would recommend, and I plan on doing this going forward, is to, instead of putting the seedlings on the ground, maybe you should start by preparing them in cups, preparing the seedlings in cups, so that by the time you plant them on the ground, they have already grown, and it will be very, very easy for you to identify them from the weeds. Because with me now, is because I planted them on the ground, I had to wait a number of weeks to see their sprout before I could clean the weeds, so that I would be able to differentiate the two. And oh, by the way, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so, and click on that notification button to be notified of when I upload my next video. And if you like this video, click the like button. It helps. Guys, it really, really does help. Move my camera closer to the potatoes. Okay, righty. Let's do that. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, so as you can see, the stem is way above the ground. So what you would want to do basically is just give it some more boost with more soil. So because I haven't started weeding out the garden yet, I'm just gonna weed just around the potato, so that I show you how we are going to replenish the soil around the potato. So just wanna wake up the soil a little bit, not too much so that you end up damaging what has already started growing. And I have very moist soil because it's quite hot. So the idea is to just wrap the potato nicely with some more soil, so that you sort of like hide the stem and you give it some more room to grow. So that's practically what you would want to do, and then that's it. So I'm gonna continue with the rest of the potato patch just to give it some more support. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let me see if I can put my camera away so that we work on the potato bed. Yeah, I think that is nicely focused. All right. I just love how this project really is teaching me the art of being patient and diligent, and just understanding that some things in life are never to be rushed, and all you can do is just show up and do that which is necessary to see the plan through. Hello everyone. Okay, this is finally the finished product of the picket fence. The longer legs, I actually wrapped it around with some plastic, because those are the ones that are going to go onto the ground. But then here, let me just go a little bit and give you guys a snap preview of how my veggie patch looks, guys. I think it turned out pretty well. This is just over 7.5 weeks, and yes, as you can see, the space is nicely layered. And yeah, today is actually the final day whereby I finally put up the PICKET fence and put some finishing features to the garden. But then yeah, let's just quick let me walk you through what is happening in the space. We have here our peppers. Aha, these are our peppers. They're coming out very nicely. And here we have our cauliflower, which is also beautiful. And I don't know if you can remember the walkway. This is the walkway, and we have here our broccoli, and it's just shooting off like you wouldn't believe. And we have our lettuce here, which I kind of feel like it's a bit ready to be chowed actually. And we have here our carrots. I snuck in and I picked one. They are still brewing underneath, so yeah, I'm just gonna let them be for some time. And look at our spring onions. They're coming out very nicely as well. If you can remember, I did some pulling off of some spinach here because it was just becoming too much, and there were insects that were just going over it like you wouldn't believe. But then as you can see here, we started planting new spinach, and this is the one bed that I am actually not even sure what I'm gonna do with, because I put small peppers in here, and I think I put about 9 of them, and as you can see, only 3 just managed to come up. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to take them out and go and replant them with the other peppers there and repurpose the space. I don't know, I'm leaning more towards having some more potatoes. As you can see, our potatoes are nicely coming up. And here's the thing about the potatoes as well, you can actually see here, I have heaps of soil on top of them because they are now budding up to the surface. So but then what I know is, apparently they say when potatoes are done with their work, these flowers will fall off and the leaves will just die off, so you know that your potatoes are super awesome underneath. And okay, this is another thing that I forgot to do. This is our cucumber, guys, and it is nicely flowering. I don't know if you can see the yellow in there. It has these beautiful nice flowers. And what I'm going to also do with it today, because I think it's starting to run off to other patches, I'm going to put in another string to just pull it up a bit so that it goes straight. I don't know if you can see, there is this string in here that I'm using to lift them up from the ground. And oh yes, these are our beans, and they actually started showing off. Check these, and they're super nice and awesome. This is the beans, and you can actually eat them. They're quite nice and very yummy. Then we ran into a bit of I don't know what I'm gonna call it, a pumpkin takeover. Believe it or not, guys, I only put in only 4 seeds, and I mean 4 seeds with the pumpkin, and it just grew crazy. And it's also nicely flowering. We should be, sorry guys, I'm having my bean. It's nice and juicy. So I'm gonna let them run off to, what am I doing? Yes, this is what I wanted to show. I'm gonna just let them run off to the side of the patch, because it is nice and empty and it's a clean space that I was not sure what to do with. But then yeah, I see we are going to just let them run through that. And this is our beetroot. It is also nicely coming up. I love it. And I just added chilies, but then I just put it in a pot, and I see that it is also picking up very nicely. And this is another forest. This is where our tomatoes are, and I see also they have started flowering. I don't know if you can see that, but then they have also started flowering. And yeah, I've also managed to just intact put them in their place with the string, and as they grow up you sort of like just want to put more strings so that you hold them nicely and upright. And clearly you can see the supervisor was here. I don't know what he's doing, but then yeah, then this is where we ran up to a bit of a challenge, but then it's not something that I was not able to sort out. Initially when we started, not all the butternut seeds came up, the zucchini came up, and what I ended up doing was just I let the ones that were growing to grow. And about a week ago I started planting where there was a space. I think I put about 6 of these seeds, and there's another one in there. I don't know if you can see it. That's 2, then that is 3, and this is 4. And I put about 6, but then I also see that not all 6 took off, only 4 did. So chances are going forward I'm not going to use this space for the zucchini. Probably maybe I'll need to move my tomatoes. Why do I keep saying potatoes when I want to say tomatoes? And as you can see as well, guys, yesterday I like literally had the string in so that I can take these guys off the ground, because this is what happens when they start giving veggies and the veggies are sitting on the soil. You run the risk of having, what you call these things, insects having a field trip. So this is basically what we have come up to. Supervisor was here. Supervisor was here supervising the space. So yeah, just another nice shot looking back. This is our vegetable patch. It's just almost 8 weeks, and honestly I can't complain. Oh yes, and if you can remember the tree shrub, I'm decorating the space today. So I am finally putting up the picket fence today. I know I keep saying I'm putting up the picket fence, but then yeah, we are finally putting up the picket fence today. Let me just give you a nice beautiful glance at what is happening in the space. We have food, guys, we have food. Quick update is this guy here. This is my strawberry plant, and she was in the house but then in a very small pot, and I think it was just restricting her movement like nobody's business. But then I see she's nicely starting to bud again, so I think she just needed a very nice larger space. I'm probably going to have to paint this pot because I didn't have the time to do that, but then I really wanted to take this guy out. So yeah, that's that. And just a quick update. And these are our herbs. These are our herbs that I'm going to put on the patch as a feature, but then as well as what we're going to use in the house. And the other thing about these herbs as well is they were growing inside the house before I actually got to this greenhouse. They were growing in the house, so I think I will link a video on how I did this whole thing. If I don't link it in a card above, I'm gonna link it in the description box below, whereby you can see how we managed to get these beautiful herbs in these coffee jars. And while we are on it, I don't know what the heck is this. Where is it? What the heck is this? Let me focus my camera. Oh my goodness me, this thing looks scary. It's like some sort of insect, and it looks like it's standing as if it was stealing something. Oh god. And the sunlight is coming up now. It's just after 5, and I'm really trying to focus on this thing. I don't know what this is. It's the first I see such an insect. Okay, yeah, but then yeah, nevertheless, that is what is happening. So yes, guys. But then yeah, like I said, today we are finally putting this place to rest. Then I can move on with my other project around the house. And yeah, this is where I came to, and from here chances are I will upload a video that shows me finally putting the picket fence around the patch. You remember that picket fence that we did a few videos back? Yes, it's ready to be put up, and I will definitely upload a video next that shows how I managed to put the structure up. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you on my next upload. Mwah.